Boys and girls, welcome back to the Final Monarchs. Sorry I've been gone for so long, I actually got addicted to crack. Anyway, today I'm talking about Sekiro, and more specifically, James Davenport. I beat Sekiro's final boss with cheats, and I feel fine, by James Davenport. Now, I don't want to be an elitist. I don't really care that much if you buy this game and then cheat to finish it. It's not that big of a deal, I don't think. But I just don't understand the logic behind it. Like, this game is $60 right now. So you basically spent $60 to then mod the game to the point where it's so easy you can't lose. For what? What do you gain out of that? I don't really care. This is when I start caring, when James Davenport does what I just described, and then writes and publishes an entire article about it. I mean, why? What's the point of this article? I don't know, because I haven't read it yet. Sekiro's final boss is some bullshit, honestly. No, I disagree. I got stuck on the boss for a long time, 3 days, probably like, I don't know, a lot of hours. But I never once really thought it was bullshit, because his attacks, while they're quick and he has a lot of them, once you figure it out, it's not that hard. You have to learn it. Just like the rest of the game. If it wasn't obvious as a spoiler, yeah, that reminds me. I'm gonna try and be vague and not give away too much on the story, but this whole article is about the final boss, so that's gonna be spoiled. If you care about that sort of thing, then you're just gonna miss out on this great video that I haven't even scripted. First up is Genichiro, who I already bested in the early hours of Sekiro. He's not so bad, but a simple mistake. I'm not gonna read the whole article out loud. No checkpoint. Why would there be a checkpoint in the middle of a boss fight? I'm getting just strong vibes from not just James Davenport, but all the people saying that this game is too hard and it needs an easy mode and stuff. And again, I don't want to be an elitist, but this game is not for them. There's no other way to say it. And I've seen people say like, oh, what if you told a handicapped person that this restaurant just wasn't for him? That's fucking different. That's a restaurant. This is a video game. What do you want? Do you want like all video games to be so easy that anyone can beat them? That defeats the whole point. Like, at that point you're just wanting a movie. It almost seems like these people think that they have to beat the newest AAA title. And I don't understand why. If you want to actually beat this game, you won't have a problem putting in the practice required to beat the bosses. I know, it was easy for you, cool. I spent hours on some of Sekiro's bosses. I just don't have the time or impetus to prove I can do the sword thing well again. Everyone has spent hours on these bosses. I don't think anyone has played this game without spending hours on at least one boss. I just don't have the time. What? This is literally your job. What are you talking about? How do you not have the time? Okay, let's say you're just doing this as a side thing and this isn't your job. Then why are you writing an article about it if you don't have the time to actually play the game? What the fuck? What if I was like a food critic and I went to a restaurant and just didn't order anything, and then I left and in my review I said I didn't have the time or impetus to sit down and eat a meal? Like, what the fuck? The Blade and I get along just fine. I'm looking for a different kind of payoff from Sekiro at this point. What kind of payoff are you looking for? The ability to push out an article and get a bunch of money? Actually, yeah. Let's give the slow down mod tool a try. What a godsend. I can adjust the speed of the game as I play it, because it patches the active memory live. Sekiro should have had this built in. What the fuck? I have patience. I wouldn't have reached the end of the game without it. But to stretch it out like this? Take it easy. I can get into Ishin's second and third phases without the tool on occasion. But it's so easy to slip up unless I'm on the entire time. You're supposed to be on the entire time. It's the last boss of the game. Oh, I can just kind of drift off and watch TV in mid-fight and not really get fucked. I mean, is that what you want out of this game? Play something else. Learning the final boss is a hell of a time sink. It's the last boss. It's supposed to take forever. This isn't fun, it's just 4 stages of fuck you, prove yourself difficulty. That is what From Software games are. They're fuck you, prove yourself games. How do you not know this? How are you literally in a job revolving around video games and you don't know the atmosphere of this developer? Sekiro is a game about specific moments, not a game entirely about making players do the sword good. God damn it. I feel no shame putting the last guy down in slow-mo. It looked cool. I felt empowered. It was an appropriate time to flip the table and be the From Software boss myself. This guy's the type of guy to download an aimbot, play online just so he can feel like a god. Do you know what's empowering? Beating the boss without cheating. Feeling good about what I play and why I play it is ultimately up to me. Yeah, ultimately it is. But then you're also publishing an article in which you somewhat review the game. Not to mention you published another article giving people tips and tricks for mastering the game when you had to cheat to beat it. I emphasized that with the little bit at the beginning, but I just gotta bring that up. Oh, he's just the editor. Yeah, I mean, that actually could be the reason, but the way it's worded by whoever, James Davenport. Like, wouldn't that mean that he helped write it? I don't fucking know. I'm just gonna assume that he helped write it. Combat guide, 17 tips. This one should be faster because I'm just gonna skip through unless I see something I don't like. If you really have to, you can look up specific boss guides, but we strongly encourage trying to learn everything yourself. Sure, it'll make Sekiro much more challenging, but I don't think real ninjas use YouTube. Do you think real ninjas use mods to slow down the game 50%? What? I mean, this whole paragraph contradicts James's whole article. And he wrote this one. He wrote both of them. Alright, so that's both articles. My opinion is the same as it was beforehand. I thought maybe reading the article I would kind of change and think like, oh, well, he's got some good points. No, not really. He just wasted $60 of his own money, a bunch of his own time, and made himself look like a fool, basically. Alright, I didn't really plan on how to end this video. I guess I'm finished? I don't know. Alright, see ya.